Hey everybody, it's Becky. Right now I am about to go out for a little nature walk. Now in the last few weeks I've mostly been staying at home, and I finally ventured out a few days ago to go food shopping and to do some essential errands I had to do. I also went out on a nice little nature walk, and today I'm going to be doing another one, and I'm going to bring you guys along. So if you're ready, let's go. Before I go out, I do have to note that I do have a couple of face coverings. Now the CDC is recommending that we all wear face masks or coverings in public, so I do have this ear warmer that I didn't have to use this winter, and a old, I guess dust mask from home improvement projects I found lying around that I will be using from now on. Alright, now I'm on my way to the park. It really just looks like a normal day out here. There is quite a bit of traffic though. Okay, probably a lot of people here today because it's so pretty out, but I'm gonna get out, maybe do a couple of the lesser known trails and I don't know, check some things out, maybe find stuff I haven't seen before. They are doing a lot of construction around here. I literally haven't been here since December. They've cleared a lot of the trees away because they're expanding the road system. They're gonna kind of like redesign it. Crazy. The playground equipment is all blocked off. So I'm here at the Atlantic County Park. I'm at the old Estelle glass factory. I did another video on this where I just did shots of the whole thing, just set to music. There are a lot of people out here today, so I gotta be careful to stay 6 feet away. As you can see, this was the melting furnace. And over here used to be the flattening house. Here's another angle of the flattening house. And over here, across from the melting house, was the pot house. I really do love coming out here sometimes and looking at all of the history of this place. Now I'm back in the car. Like I said, they're doing a lot of construction because they're widening the roadway. They're going to make this a two-way road now. It's been a one-way road for as long as I can remember, but with the expansion of the veteran cemetery, they're going to kind of rearrange around things a little bit. So it looks like the road's going to come off this way now, and you're going to like go around the cemetery, or go around the cemetery, so you're really not interrupting the cemetery itself. Because right now this is the main road and it goes right through, so a lot of times people get interrupted when they're visiting their loved ones. They've just really expanded this place since I've been here last. It looks completely different. Alright, I'm gonna go find somewhere to park and do a couple of the trails I haven't really been on and see if I can find some more ruins that I've never seen before. I never see this many people here. The road I'm on is still going one way, but when all the construction is done, this part of the road or new trail will be for foot traffic only, I've heard. It is, however, a very gorgeous drive to take. I'm now currently in front of the Nature Center that's closed. They got the flag at half-staff for all of those who have passed away so far from this illness. And I'm gonna head that way to see what I can find in the woods, if anything, because I really have never explored like most of this park. So I don't know how far I'll get today, but I'm gonna try and find something. It is so nice to see the spring blooms with everything going on. In the midst of all this chaos, there's still beauty out there. I always like this little area. I have a few photos that I've taken here in the past. It is really so good to be out here today. Ugh, I'm telling you, like I said before, I was pretty much at home for 2 straight weeks. I didn't really go out except to get the mail and, take the garbage out, maybe go outside for a couple of minutes. And I had to go out last week to get a few essential things, but I decided to start trying to take some more nature walks. And then of course I'm going to go out to places that I need to go to. I am now at the beginning of the Bethlehem Loading Company History Trail, and this whole park and area used to be a whole town back in the time of World War I, where they were making supplies and things like that for the war, and now a lot of it is just ruins in the woods. And I am currently right here where this red triangle is, and I was told that there are more ruins that I've never seen before in between the Swamp Trail and the North End Trail, so I'm going to try to find them. I don't know where I'm going, but maybe I'll get lucky and stumble upon them today. So I'm starting here right at the beginning of North End Road. I'm not going to take the first, I guess, fork in the road, you could say. I'm going to go down this trail for a while, see if I see anything, and then maybe go down a few of the other roads. Now currently at the corner of the North End Trail and Sand Hole Road. I think I'm going to go one more up and then maybe make a little bit of a loop. It's crazy to think that where I'm walking used to be a thriving town back in the day, and now it's literally just woods. But I love visiting historical places, like not so much abandoned places because I'm not gonna go trespass anywhere, but just visiting ruins that you can visit. I mean, I love all that kind of stuff, so getting out today really is good for, you know, my mental health, my sanity. I mean, if you have a second, make sure that you take a nature walk. I mean, we still are allowed to do that. I personally don't see anything wrong with it, so I'm going to keep on doing this as long as we're allowed. By the way, there is no one around me, so I don't have my face covering on. I don't know how much good this one will do, but I'd rather save my mask for when I'm actually out in the store and around the general public. I don't know if I should be wearing this covering right now, but I just have it on just in case I start running into people. And I did just run into a few ruins. It's a foundation of one of the old buildings. It's not labeled, so I have no idea what it is. And like I've said, I've never been out here before. I've already gone past a few trails that take you towards the river, and I've already skipped them, so I did take this one. There is a little road I can take here. I think it goes over to a field of some sort. Maybe I'll check that out and then keep going. Then maybe backtrack a bit, go down the trails that I skipped for today's run. There is a marker that says the historical trail does run this way, so I'm gonna check it out and see what I can find. So I did just come up to a little swampy pond area, I guess, and right across is some more ruins, so let's see what they are. Right here where I'm standing used to be the receiving building. And to give everybody a little bit of perspective, I'm right here at 16. This is the foundation of the old receiving building. I legit just scared something into the water. I don't even want to know. I'm just going to keep on walking. Ooh, there it is again. Wonder what it is. We do have snakes around here. Maybe it was like a frog or something of that nature, I hope. It says to keep on going this way to find more ruins, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then to the other side of me where that other trail just was, there's more ruins that way. I mean, there's tons of them, but that will have to be found on another day. Pardon the Spirit airplane. So now I am coming up on another building, one of the other buildings I was hoping to find. So if anything, this trip has already been a success. Right here, and it's kind of hard to see from this angle, is the old 8-inch pouring building. I walked in a bit. Was muddy to get in here. Yeah, this is one of the old structures I have never actually seen before. That's amazing. Even though everything else in the town, or most of the other things in the town, have now fallen into, you know, the ground in disrepair, that some of this is still remaining. There she is. I'm going to keep going down this trail because there's supposed to be one more site. And now that I think about it, that building was not one of the ones I was looking for. But it's still a building that I have never seen. So I'm going to take it as a win. Look how beautiful the trail is though. Just so peaceful. Now I am in front of the old finishing building. I should say what's left of the old finishing building. I'm also at point number 18 on the map. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff way on the other side of the park. I don't know if I'm going to get to all of that today, but maybe I'll go around and see a few more things before I head back. I think I'm actually going to go back around and try to find points 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then head back today. And then on another day, do the rest of this, because this is really interesting, and this is just something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and now I have the chance to do it, so I might as well make good use of my time. Here's another shot of the building that we were at before, and it's just a beauty. Just sitting out here all alone in the woods, just chilling. That was the old pouring building, by the way. I forgot the name of it that fast. As I'm walking back to try and find the other points of the map I want to see, I found another foundation. Piping is obviously new, but don't know what this building used to be. Okay, I'm back on North End Trail. I happen to be by the old 8 shell plant. I don't see any visible ruins or foundation of this place here, but I guess they were somewhere. So now almost right across from that is some more ruins. So right here is the foundation of the old water tower, the reservoir, well, and pump station. And it used to look like that. Right across is an old foundation of another shell plant. I don't see any ruins of this one either though. Still making my way down further to see the other 2 or 3 points on the map I wanted to see today. And I've passed a few people now. Alright, one of the buildings that I want to see is down this trail. The building that I think I'm about to see, and I could be wrong, is something that you actually see from Route 50. And I've gone by it a whole bunch of times in my life. I've never seen it before. So I am excited to finally see whatever this building was. And before I get here, I do have to say that I have some family ties to this park. Some of my relatives are buried here, dating back to a couple hundred years ago. And one of my relatives used to live in a house in the woods back here, and they never found the ruins to it. But one of my family members did live back here in this park, before it was the park. So this is it. This is the building that I always drive by when I go to the park. I've never actually stopped by and seen what it was. So this was the old administration building. And it sits right here on this red triangle. You can't even really see it because there's so much growth that is sprouted up from, the ruins, but I've been by here, like I said, so many times, and I've always wanted to pull over to the side of the road and see it, and I've never seen it until today. You can see some of the other remnants of the foundation here too. So many feet away from this is another building I'm going to come up on. There's actually 2 more on this part of the trail that have some history behind them. You can access this from the road. Like I said, I always either miss it or I don't have time. I never really pulled over and saw it before. So these ruins are the old employment office. And that is what it looked like way back then. You can see over here, that is Route 50, that main road. And then this was all cleared once upon a time. You had all of these buildings that just sat right off of Route 50. So I am right here at number 4, and number 5 you're supposed to be able to walk this way, I think, but there's no trail here, so I don't know how to get to it. But I'm going to head up the other trail that's right next to me on my right, and maybe I'll find it. I don't know. I'm half tempted to just go and see the other 4 buildings I am curious about finding, but I'm getting pretty hungry, so I don't want to get too hangry. It is nice and refreshing though, being out here. You do have to watch where you walk, because there's a lot of thorns popping up on the trails, and I've already been stuck by a couple. So I don't know how to get to building number 5, but I might try to do at least maybe one more building. Maybe it's not too long of a walk. Maybe I'll just do the other 3 I'm curious about. I don't know, should I do it? Okay, I think I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna have a whole nother like mile walk back to my car. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this decision or not. So that other building in the woods that I couldn't find, it's actually right here off of the North End Trail. So I'm gonna take Storehouse Road and find building, I think it's number 8. Not too sure, but I think. More foundations as I'm walking down this trail. Unlabeled though. I am, however, on the right path. And up here I see another sign. So let's see what I'm gonna stumble upon now. So right here, and it is hard to see the foundation, is the old machine shop, the blacksmith, and the carpenter shop. If I keep going, I can hit up points 9, 10, and 7, and 6, so I might as well do it. Now, in the far back of the park, all the way down Artisan Well Road, is the old Artisan Well, and then there is the old, I believe it's the power plant, but I'm probably not going to get back that far today. And then there's an old cemetery, and some of my relatives back from a couple hundred years ago are actually buried back there. I have shown that though in the last video I did about the park, where I just set it to music. I'll put a link in the description below if anybody wants to check that out. So here we are. I believe this is one of the buildings on the map. If not, I don't know what it is. I don't see any signage to tell me, so I really don't know, I guess. I really would love to know, though, what it used to look like back in its heyday. This really is the perfect way to social distance. And here's another building. No label on it. I wonder what it could have been. This is a pretty far walk. And not that I can't do the walk, but when you're hungry, I don't know. So we finally got to the point on the map, and it's just another foundation like the other 2 we just saw. And it looks like it was the old empty case and packing box storage building. So I'm right here, and I don't know what 6, 7, or 10 is. I think I've seen 11. Maybe I've actually seen 10 before in my other video. But I still have like half of the trail to do. So I don't know if I should just go back where I came from or make the loop. So I did just see a sign up ahead that says if I just keep the way I was going that I can turn around faster. So I'm going to go that way and head out. I am on Artisan Well Road, and I'm going to go back to the North End Trail and go back to my car now. And if you go that way, all the way down by the river, you will get to the artesian well and the old power plant, but I'm not going to do that today. So it's time to take the long walk back to my car. As I'm walking back, I did come across another point, and this building I have actually been to before in my last video. This is the remains of the 75mm plant building. And just like many of these rooms out here, she is a beauty. So I am still on my way back to my car. If I do see anything on the way, I will stop by and look at it for a minute. The ticks are out though now. I did just have one crawling on me. I was able to catch it. So when I get home, I'm going to do a thorough check and make sure that I don't have any little critters making my life any more complicated than it needs to be. I'm now walking towards Route 50. You can see there have been people here out walking the trails. I've seen people walking their dogs. That truck that just pulled out had a bunch of bikes on it, so there's a lot of kids that aren't in school this week, totally taking advantage of this nice day and riding the trails. So off the road, and you can't take your car down this, I see another sign up here, so I'm going to check to see what that building is. Right here we have the ruins of the old change house. So as you can see, we are right here at number 7. I'm going to loop around and find point number 6 and then go way back over here to where my car is by the nature center. And then on a different day, I will come over here and do points 11 and 12. And then I also have to do 13, 14, and 15 that I missed. And I bet you those are the buildings I was looking for. But like I said, these are a lot of things I've never seen before, so it's really a win-win for me. I got to go out exploring today. I'm having fun. I get to take a nice, lovely nature walk, and I'm really lifting my spirits a bit, you know, being just stuck doing nothing for the last few weeks, basically. Okay, I'm back at the North End Trail. You can go farther this way, but like I said, I'm hungry, and I'm actually running out of time because it is almost like, I think, 6:30. I need to go get food like I said a billion times already and actually get in before the 8 o'clock curfew. As I'm walking back towards my car, I do see more ruins in the woods, but they are not labeled. And I am now back at Storehouse Road with the other ruins to that other building that was like labeled number 5, I think. So I guess the other one I just saw was 6. I don't know, it wasn't labeled, but I think those are the ruins for today. I got some people walking ahead of me, but this is legit like walking in a Disney theme park right now. I am almost back to my car, and look who it is. These guys are everywhere. I feel like I disturbed one or two of them earlier. Wow. I am gonna have to go back that way though, buddy. Actually, you're a female. It actually sounds like there's 2 of them. But I do have to go back that way. I don't want to disrupt her. Definitely cool though. You usually find a whole bunch of these ladies out here. I am doing my best not to disturb her. But there's a couple behind me, so she'll probably get startled in a second. Wow. Just awesome. Hello. Well, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Like I said, it was really great just getting outside. I'm seeing all the different trails and the different ruins I had never seen here at the county park before. It really is a beautiful place just to come out, chill, walk, ride bikes, and just enjoy nature if you're looking for something to do. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos. And if you've sat here and watched this whole video, I really do appreciate it. As always, have a 5-star day, and please stay safe out there. Really, it was so beautiful today.